Hey, good morning, guys. This is Scuba Chris coming at you from beautiful Hawaii, and I'm going to highlight my first conventional reel I bought this year. It is a Avet MXL 6/4 Raptor. This is the two-speed Raptor. It's a level wine. It is meant for right hand application. I did a lot of research work before buying this product, and this is what I chose. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's open this bad boy up, see what we got. Hey, all right. This is the Raptor Avid reel. Now, the Raptors are the high-end reels for Avid. All right. This is a one-piece constructed aluminum frame made in the USA. Got to be made in USA. All right. And the only other parts are just stainless steel components added to this. So it's a very sturdy, strong reel. It has a dual drag, a ratcheting cam, um, ratcheting drag cam. All right. The main reason I bought this was because of the MC addition added to it. MC is for magnetic cast control. That means that you don't have to put the thumb on it anymore to get that line out. Keep your thumb off it. And the reason this works without any bird nesting is because the aluminum spool here, this is a non-magnetic aluminum spool, but there's two magnets in the side plates of this reel. And what the magnets do is that it will slow down the spool, and that means you're not going to get any bird nesting. Now, how can that be possible? Well, you notice there's no friction. Not so. Friction is not a stopping mechanism. If you do get a conventional reel with a friction stopper, that means that the line would be slowing down a lot more than it should be because of friction is being applied. A magnetic system means that even though this would be spinning at high speeds, anything spinning at high speeds like this, even those aluminum, will create a magnetic field. The magnets will slow down the magnetic field by interrupting that field, so it will actually slow it down. The faster the spool spins, that means more it will slow it down. So when you cast this out, it will not bird nest in here. It will just keep going out very smooth. Now there is a system here with 5 settings. Five being that you can use a iron jig, throw it out, and it won't bird nest, all the way down to 1 when you're casting out a heavy live or dead bait. That's the reason for this. Okay, so let's get down to this. This is a two-speed. Two-speed meaning, right? If you push this in, let's see, yeah, this one here, you push this in like that. Now it's under high speed. All right, high speed on this will get you. Let me see. I wrote some notes over here to myself, and where did you go? Yeah, here we go. 41 inches. 41 inches means that for every crank, you're going to get 41 inches of line coming back. Now, if you get a fish that says coming in fast because it's smaller, that'll bring in faster. Now, see if you get a really big fish, this will not work very well. You want to have low end torque power. To do that, you flip this switch here. See this switch? Flip that switch. Button pops out. Now you got a lower gear ratio. Right, that's like comparing a regular truck to a four-wheel drive truck. We're now into four-wheel drive, which means is that you're getting more low-end torque. For every turn now, you only got 25 inches of line retrieval. And this is what you want to use when you get rays, sharks, GTs. All right, so you got more power back. Again, push this in, high-speed return. Flick the switch here, back to low. All right. This has a ratchet right here. and it's loud. Oops. Okay, hold on now. Put it in gear, I'm sorry. There you go. Loud, huh? Okay, now when you set your pre-drag setting here, now this here will go up to 19 on the full strike and 31 max all the way up. Now you really don't need to go up to 31 max until unless if you really get something big. Paul from Hot Tuna, Wicked Pissa, even he uses Avid reels, and he said that he rarely needs to go up to 50 pounds drag catching those giant bluefin tunas. So that should tell you something about these reels. These reels are pretty strong. Normally, when you get a decent hit, you want the fish to take the line out. Just hold onto the rod. Normally, I just leave it in the rod holder. Just hold onto the rod, and when he finally tires himself out, that's when you start applying pressure and bringing it back in. Okay. Now, to set the drag here, you do not. This is the drag setting up here. You do not set the drag while it's in play right here. You do not do that. You bring it back down to free spool, which is all the way down back towards you. You bring it down to free spool, then you set your drag for what you want right here. See that? So once you figure out what you want, like me, I just pull it and I kind of figure what I want. Set it up here. That's it. That is what you have. So you don't want to fool around with this switch once you have your drag set. All right. So this is a pretty sturdy reel. It has 8 sealed bearings. Very handy. It comes with aluminum rod clamps. Here they are. Comes with aluminum rod clamps. Plus you get some oil over here, which is good to just kind of keep up with this. Later on I'll open it up and we'll down the line I'll show you the proper care, what you need for this. It has a dry carbon fiber drag system, and the dry carbon fibers gives superior stopping power. Also it's very smooth and it's wear resistant. Okay, what kind of line do I want to use on this? The reel is rated for 25 to 60 pound test line. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use maybe 50-pound backing. That's what I want to use. I want to put on 50-pound braid over here. Okay. This would take a lot of 50-pound braid, so I'm going to put maybe 100 yards. Then I'm going to go with a top shot of mono. The reason why you want to go with top shot mono is because when you are casting this out, all right, if you had all braid over here, braid has a tendency to be very soft. It won't compact very well in here, which means the line will cut into itself once pressure is applied. So when you cast it out, it might get stuck. There's going to be a lot of friction. You won't get the distance you want. So what you want to do is, if you're averaging, say, 80 yards, 100 yards on your cast, you want your top shot to be mono. And that will match up, your top shot should match up to how many yards you throw. And underneath that, I'm going to put the backing, which should be the Spectra braid, because that's going to give me the distance I'm going to need to fight the fish. So when you throw this out, you're going to have the mono on the top, and on the bottom will be the braid. Okay, so my plan today is to at least put 100 yards of braid on this, and I'm going to put a top shot of maybe 80 to 100 yards. Now, gravity has a play on the line, so when you throw this out, the line's going to be coming out here. Okay, and then the line's coming out here, gravity will play on it. It's going to push it down towards the rod, and that would also limit it. So what you need to do is, when you toss it out, just bring the reel sideways like that, and that way it will come out a little cleaner and a lot faster. All right, that's just a little tip I just wanted to give to you. But we're going to go out, get some line today. I'm going to figure out what type of rod I'm going to put this on and see what happens. But I'm very happy with this purchase. I chose silver. This comes in all sorts of different colors, but I chose silver for my needs because I like silver. All right. So thanks for listening. We'll see you out in the field. Okay, as the backing on the Avid, we have 180 yards of 50-pound Jerry Brown braid. So right now he's making an Albright knot, and the Albright will be to secure 50-pound mono top shot to this. This will be the trilene line, and it's a fairly good line, very thin diameter. Should serve pretty well. See what happens. Okay, now we're putting on 50-pound trilene big game mono onto the Avid. See how much line it will take. Okay, it just took 120 yards top shot. Not bad. So it's a total of 300 yards. 180 yards Jerry Brown braid and 120 yards trilene bigging. Perfect.